Hey guys, it's Tony, and we're back on the bench. And this evening, I've been doing some service videos on what I would call budget reels. And I thought I would take a moment to do a quick little video here and talk about kind of like budget reels in general, basically. Right. So, right here, we're looking at a couple of South Bend freshwater spinning reels, and these happen to both be the Graflex Supreme line. Okay, but they're two different generations of the same reel, essentially. Okay, and these are the 345 models, actually, both of them. Okay, but first off, South Bend is a company. They've been around a long time, actually, since the early 1900s, I think, and I think they started out making lures and things like that, plugs of that sort, and then they kind of ventured their way into doing reels and rods, and they've been a very reputable company over the years. At this day and age, a lot of the stuff that you see that's made by South Bend is found down the tackle aisle, like hooks and leaders and weights and swivels and things of that sort. And I think they do still market in the rod and reel combo area and stuff like that. Okay. But specifically, what I wanted to talk about is, I mean, the construction of these reels is very simple, actually. And they're, I call them budget reels for a reason. Well, they're not necessarily made, from all the best, parts and the best metals and things like that. And then, they also have limitations, such as our drag stack. This is a non-serviceable drag stack, okay? And there's other reel manufacturers that follow this same model. Shakespeare has some that are like this. There's lots of other groups that do this, and the whole point is affordability, basically. And some folks they might want to get a reel like this just simply because of the price point. Maybe they don't know if they're going to do a lot of fishing. Maybe they don't know if they're going to like fishing. Sometimes these kinds of reels are good for a beginner because if they accidentally break it or something, well, then you might only be out $10 or something like that. Another thing to point out on this reel in particular is there's actually holes in the casting of this rotor. It's kind of hard to see, but they're right there, and you can see through them. So that's just another thing to note about that kind of stuff. So the quality factors are not really going to be there necessarily, but the price point is always going to be there in that case. So, and these could have been part of a combo setup as well. I'm not sure, but basically, in my experience, these reels do hold, a good, valuable place in the fishing world, just because of all those reasons I just mentioned. That you might start out fishing, and maybe you only go fishing once a year or something, and you go down to a local pond or something like that. Well, this is probably a perfect reel for that kind of stuff. So, but if you fish frequently, and you put a lot of wear and tear on your gear, these are not going to hold up for very long, more than likely. So, and this reel was very used up, and I had to do a lot of cleaning on it. This one was brand new in the package, and I just removed it, and you can see the old rubber band that's all charred up on here. I'm going to take off all this old line here. This one's actually a very smooth operator, though. Right now, compared to this one. This one has a slight bit of a grind to it, and that's what happens with a lot of these old spinners. So, but the point here is, if it's a price point thing that you're thinking about, some of the things to consider is the quality factor. Another thing to note, it's kind of hard to see, but like you can see, like this is just tape. This is some kind of a tape trim, stuff that they put on here, that has your, the yardage and the pound test and the manufacturer and all that kind of stuff. It's a graphite spool, so it's a light plastic basically. It's a very pretty color on this reel though. But if you're looking for something that's going to last you for many years to come, it's worth looking around. But at the same time, if you're looking for something that's more affordable, reels like these reels are good options for those of you that are looking for that kind of thing. So I hope that information's helpful. And this is Tony with Back on the Bench. If you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, please make sure you do subscribe and hit the notification button. And that way you'll get all the updates as to when there are new videos being posted. And I do intend to have quite a few more coming out shortly. So make sure you stay tuned for those, and we'll see you next time.